For months now, we've been told about the roadmap out of lockdown, and we've looked forward to a date when all COVID restrictions could be lifted. I give thanks to God for the wonderful work done by the NHS and others involved in the vaccine rollout programme, and I'm so thankful for more than 80 million doses of vaccine that have been administered in the UK up till now. Without this, we would be in a very grave and very serious situation in our country now. Thanks to the vaccine, many of us are very well protected against the virus now. However, with infections rising steeply right now, it's fair to say that the 19th of July wasn't the freedom day that we originally hoped for. It's clear that whilst most legal rules about protecting each other from COVID have gone, the need to be cautious is still very important. It's not been an easy task to figure out how we respond as a church, and I'm so grateful for your prayers for myself and the church leadership as we've navigated this difficult journey, which is still full of so much uncertainty. It's clear that we don't face a binary decision between keeping all the protective measures or taking them all away, but we have to find a difficult path somewhere in the middle. We're different, and whatever we do, some people will feel that we're moving too fast and some people will feel that we're moving too slowly. As a church, we're called to love God and to love each other, and I believe that at this time, the correct speed to move is the speed of love. Love should determine how we approach what we do as a church. This week, let's give thanks to God for the new freedoms we have, but let's not use those freedoms in a way which brings harm to other people. Let's use those freedoms wisely. Galatians 5 verse 13 says, "My friends, you are chosen to be free, so don't use your freedom as an excuse to do anything you want. Use it as an opportunity to serve each other with love." How can we use our freedom to serve others and to love others and to consider their needs? In Philippians 2, Paul urges us to, in humility, value others above yourselves, not looking to your own interests, but each of you to the interests of others. So as we navigate this next phase of the pandemic, we need to be guided by love, and we need to think about what's right for other people, not what do I want. With all that in mind, I want to set out some changes for our worship services, which will come into effect from this Sunday, the 25th of July. From this Sunday, it will no longer be necessary to book into a service in advance. However, we will keep the QR codes at the entrances to the building, which you can scan if you wish to check in using the app on your phone. We'll continue to ask you to sanitize your hands on arrival. We're going to keep the socially distanced seating plan with the ticks and crosses upstairs in the gallery and downstairs in the sanctuary for the back few rows. Elsewhere in the sanctuary on the pews towards the front downstairs, there'll be no ticks and crosses and people will be free to sit where they choose. However, we will encourage you to spread out as much as you can within that area. As will be the case with many indoor spaces, we will continue to ask you to wear masks inside the sanctuary. This is to reduce the risk of infection to members of our congregation who may be vulnerable health-wise. From this Sunday, we will be allowed to sing as a congregation. I know this is something that many of us have really been looking forward to. We will start to sing as a congregation this Sunday. However, we will ask that people keep their masks on while singing, again, for the sake of vulnerable members of our congregation. This is a different experience to singing without a mask, and obviously it's not as good and it's not as easy as singing without a mask. However, most people would agree that it's better than not singing at all. When you sing with a mask on, you sing quieter than you would if you didn't have a mask, but that's okay because God isn't hard of hearing. Children would be in their separate groups for the duration of the service throughout the summer, apart from the all-age service on the 1st of August. During August, the young people will be with us in the service, and Ben will be doing activities with them after the service. From the 5th of September, we plan that children and young people will be with us in the sanctuary for the first part of the service before they head out to their various groups. We'll continue to have ice lollies after the service at the Eastern Street entrance throughout the summer, and we encourage people to chat outside after the service, to get to know new people and to pray for one another in that outside space. We will continue to live stream our services for the sake of people who are exploring church or people who cannot physically attend in person or for people who've been serving in the morning. All of these guidelines will be reviewed in September, at which point we pray that infections will be on the decrease again and we'll be able to make further steps to ease this guidance for our church services. Thank you for your patience and your understanding in this matter. Thank you for being church and for loving and serving one another during these uncertain times. I look forward to worshipping with you on Sunday and to serving together with you in the weeks ahead. God bless you.